just waiting for others to join us before I start. Don't like to have too bright on me. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 10:03 a.m.
Just wait another 2 minutes and then I shall show you what we're going to do. So hello if you're watching this on repeat or replay, catch up. Otherwise, just right now, I'm just going to wait until anyone else joins us live. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 10:04 a.m.
Beautiful sunshine out there today. Really lovely. Especially after that rain. I'm hoping that the sunshine will stay most of today. Hence why I have my short sleeve top on, but we'll see. I can always pop a cardi on if I need to. Okay, so what we're doing is we're going to do some painting or printing with our paper. I've got some paint here, I've got yellow and I've got red and I've got black because I know what I want my end picture to be, and they're the colours I need, but you can use any colours. And I've got quite big duplo. You might have small little Lego that you can use, and it's quite easy, but it's a lot of fun. And the good thing is, because it's Lego and it's plasticky, of course any paint that goes on it can be easily washed off, so it's fantastic. You might want to think of something you want to create. I suggest you have more than one piece of paper, because I expect they'll want to do more than one. Put your piece of duplo or Lego in the paint quite a few times as you do it. You probably can see when the paint's starting to come off. I was just saying, Rosemary, that I'm making like a lighthouse with my duplo Lego. I'm just putting it in the paint, and you can see I'm using it this side at the moment. All the way up to about there. I might do another one, and I'm doing a lighthouse because that's going to be part of my story later on when I do singing time. Now I want a black door, so I think I'm going to use the other side now. I'm going to put that one in the black paint. See, it's nicely covered the edges. Got quite a lot of paint on the plate, so that helps. There goes my door. That looks like quite a good little door actually, doesn't it, look? And if I wanted to, I could do some small windows. Now remember, of course, once you've put this into the paint, particularly if you do use a dark colour like black, you may well want to go and wash it off before they use it on the next one, because of course we have a tendency to then just use the same piece of Lego and put it in another piece of paint, and then our paint all will end up black, which we don't want. So what else could I put on here? Well, I need the light shining. Now which one should I use? I've got this one. I've got another small one. That one's covered in black. I've got this one. Do you know, I think I might have a go at this one, and then actually I'm going to use this first in my yellow. So I put it in my yellow, and I'm just going to make a nice little bit at the top, almost like a sort of a beacon thing. I'm just going to go over and over it like that, and then I'm going to use my bigger one like that. Make sure it's all covered. Yep. And then I'm going to do it coming out like that, so it looks like light. Because of course that's what lighthouses do. They shine their light far, far, far away. A little bit more on. Far, far away. Oh, there we go. That looks quite good. So there's my lighthouse finished. And like I say, you might want to do more than one painting because this is quite fun to do. So, and you might not want to use paper, you might want to use, like I've got a paper plate here. So I think I'm just going to make some shapes and some colours and just have some fun. So there's a bit of red. You see, yeah, I'm just going to do some squares. And if I put this one in the yellowy orange, I'm going to make some, whoops, circles. Some nice circles. Can you see my circles and my squares? And rectangle. Now I already used this one in the black, so let's use that one. So I'm going to put some rectangles on here, and I might just go over one of the squares, because then that looks quite cool, doesn't it? I'm going to put another one in the middle. Oh, look, I've got some circles, some squares, and some rectangles. I can't remember if you get Lego that's triangle shaped, but if you do, you could make a triangle shape. Or if you're very, very clever, you could just make sure there's only paint on this little bit here. Although, of course, there's no line across, but let's see if I can do that, shall we? I'm going to do that in the orange. Just going to do one line. Make sure there's some paint on it. And the other line. There we go. So it's just on, I don't know if you can see, just here and here. And then when I press it on, no, you can't see it very well, can you? Let me try it in the black. I do it on there, look. There we go, look. Sort of experimenting with paint and seeing what happens. Having some fun with it. You can use other things other than Lego if you want to print. Another really nice thing. Oh, there we go. Look, it comes out quite nicely on there, look. Another quite nice thing that you can use is, you know, like kitchen brush, like that you use to wash up your dishes. They're quite good to use in paint and to swirl around because it gives another sort of different kind of lines. Or you could use a fork in the paint and then use the fork to make, I guess, really anything. Lot of whatever you do use, of course. Like I said before, the Lego is quite nice because you can just, it's plasticky, it's easy to wash off. So you just have to bear that in mind, so that whatever you use, you can either wash off or you don't mind if you need to throw it away. At the end, yes, I've got some triangles, some squares, some circles, some rectangles on my wonderful picture. I think I'm going to put some more circles. I feel like I've not got enough. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. Been years since I've done this. Oh, got a bit of black on there. I don't want my colours to mix. Okay, let's put another one in there. There, look. You see, so you can make all sorts of things. Or I'm going to do a face on the other side, I think. Let's see if I've got enough paint left. I'm going to do an eye and another eye, my two little eyes, And then I'm going to do an orange nose, like that. Got a funny shaped nose. And then I'm going to do some red. Do some red for the mouth. I'm going to go round, round like that. He's got a very big smile as this person. I think I might just make my nose a bit more. There. So he's got 2 eyes, a nose and a big smile, and now I could give him some hair. Now I'm just going to see if I can see a different colour in all my paints. Don't go away. What other colours? Ah, there's a brown. I'm going to use the brown. Right. If I had had some green, I think I would have used green, but I haven't. I have some brown. Sometimes we just have to use what we've got. So I'm going to give him some hair. I'm just going to do lots of bits like that around the edge with my brown. Oh, I do quite like him. I quite like him. He's quite cool, isn't he? And if you wanted to, of course, you can use your felt tips at the same time. So if I were going to use my felt tips, I think I might make a bow tie for him. So I'm going to use my felt tips to add to my picture. Just here. I'm going to give him a bow tie. You see his bow tie? We'll put some colours on that. Let's do the pink in the middle of his bow tie. And purple. I do like purple. Let's give him purple on his the other bit of his bow tie. Oh, he's going to look very smart. There we go, and then onto the other bit. Ah! My very smiley man. My shape picture. And my lighthouse. I could add to my lighthouse, couldn't I? Let me do that before we finish. Like I said, if you're watching on repeat, hello. Don't forget, whether you're to whatever you make, whatever your creations, do post it later for us to see. It's really fab to be able to see what other people have been doing. And just to give my lighthouse a bit of some sides. Just a bit of definition. And then it can look as though, looks a little bit like a windmill as well, doesn't it? I don't want to do anything else to it. I think I'm quite happy with it like that. Then you can see what it is a bit more. Always a perfectionist. Could add some lines. Of course, you can just keep it as it is. There. You know, lighthouses are red and white. The story we're going to have later is one of my favourite kind of stories. I wonder if you can guess what it's going to be. I've nearly done it. There. My finished lighthouse.